All right, everybody. All right, what's up? I want to welcome you to my presentation that I will be teaching you guys about why are you overeating. I'm super pumped. I'm excited you decided to go ahead and click and watch this video. I promise you that it will not be that long, especially for those of you all who are actually really truly struggling with overeating. You're not just curious to learn about something new, but you really are searching for a change in your life. Then this will be probably the best 20, 25 minutes of your life because I'm going to help you change your life with this presentation right there. So I'm excited. I want you to take a moment, go find pen, go find paper, or break out your phone, wherever you take notes with the best. Go ahead and get it. I'm going to give you a second to go ahead and get all those tools and come right back. All right. So while you're getting those things, I'm just going to go ahead and make you guys a bold promise. All right. And yep. And that's me. That's my Bitmoji doing a little dab right there. But I want to make you a bold promise. The one thing that you will learn is you will be back in control of your life. That is my promise to you. I want to give you the ability to be back in that driver's seat just by watching this presentation right here. So the question is, why are you overeating? You probably feel lost. You probably feel like something isn't right, but I can't control my appetite. And to be completely honest, the answer is quite simple. And no, folks, I'm not just talking about buy the supplement and change your life. All right, we're going to get a little bit deeper than that. You're going to do some actionable actions after you watch this presentation right here. But first, allow me to introduce myself because I know some of you guys probably don't know me that well just yet. My name is Joe, okay? I am a husband to my beautiful wife, Lynn. I have lots of kids, and those kids are not my children, but you guys get the picture, right? I got a lot of kids, and I love them. I'm a dad, so I enjoy that lifestyle. I'm also a certified plant-based sports nutritionist. I am a body sculpting coach. I am what I like to refer to as a life strategy coach. All right, because I found over the years I've been helping thousands of people change their lives, that it always boiled down to me helping them with strategic ways to change their life. All right, so we'll get a little deeper into my past and what I do, what I've done in the past for people that worked really, really well. And I'll even share some things that didn't work so well. But okay, let's talk about why overeating is bad first. And let's state the obvious. Overeating, it causes bloating. And that's probably one of the most uncomfortable feelings in the world. It causes stomach pain, indigestion, weight gain, heartburn, low energy, inflammation. If you ever have aches and pains and it's like, God, it's killing me. A lot of times, you people, it sometimes goes back to us just eating too much of something we probably shouldn't be eating. All right, you probably find that you're always tired. Your arteries, they can become hardened by eating too much carbohydrate sources. You might feel weak because you're too tired to exercise. And then now you've overeaten and so much blood is being used to just store the food that you're just exhausted. You might be losing muscle. You might be nutrient deficient because your body's not absorbing the nutrients it needs because you're overeating foods you should not be eating. It can lead to diabetes, heart attack, stroke, death. Overeating leads to a lot of roads that you probably don't want to go by. I want to tell you guys about someone who I worked with, and her name was Rebecca. And I share Rebecca's story all the time because she was one of the first people who I've worked with and successfully helped her overcome what she called was a disease. I called it a very, very bad habit, which is, as you probably guessed, overeating. So Rebecca came to me one day and she we worked out like always. I was her personal trainer. We did a one-to-one thing. And we had lots of great laughs and conversations. And she's one of these people who is just full of life. I mean, she can make anyone having a bad day just laugh and smile. But there was only one thing about Rebecca that she couldn't fix, and that was her own self-confidence. You see, a lot of times I felt like she was hiding behind her humor. She was hiding her pain and her discomfort of the person who she's become, because she was embarrassed. She didn't feel like she was living the right life. That was Rebecca at that time. Not that she said it with her own mouth, but I can sense it and I can feel it. And I remember one day distinctly when she came up to me and she said, "Coach, I can't stop eating. I overeat at potlucks, birthdays, holidays. I overeat when I'm sad, when I'm stressed. I just overeat. And I'm not seeing results because I can't stop putting food in my body. And I know you gave me a meal plan. I know you designed everything for me, but something is not working. So I basically soaked it all in. I let her talk. I let her express herself, to the point to where she was almost in tears. That's how much it bothered her. It bothered her to the pit of her core that she could not control her eating habits. So I asked her one simple question. Why? That was probably the biggest breakthrough of the entire conversation that we had. All right, Rebecca thought about it and she said, because I love food. Why? Because I enjoy how I feel when I eat good food. Why? Because I have family and friends that cook so well and I have to be part of it. And trust me, you guys, I totally get this right here. I have family, I have friends that I know at times I make them feel uncomfortable with my eating habits. Like a lot of them are used to me now, but anytime I first meet somebody, I really have to break the ground rules when I go out and I participate with family and friends. But I asked her again, why? Because if I don't eat their food, they'll think something is wrong with me. Why? They might think I'm being disrespectful. Let's stop right there. You see, this is very normal, you guys. And if you're going through this, don't feel different. Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel stuck. All right? Because my wife, we have, me and her, we have different cultural backgrounds, different beliefs, different ways we were raised. And in my wife's culture, food and family are almost one of the same. You do not deny families cooking, especially when they spend hours or days even cooking and prepping food. And you come there, and then to come there with some Tupperware and to deny them the gratitude of what they did for you, is disrespectful to some people in some cultures. So like that was an obstacle that she faced in her life. And I had to help her develop a certain system to get over this obstacle. But again, the goal is not to be perfect, people. When you are working on yourself and when you're working on your goals, it is never to be perfect. It's never to have such extreme discipline like a Navy SEAL that you can't be broke. That is never the goal because it's not sustainable. It's not realistic. And it's true. Food and family, sometimes it goes hand in hand. And you should be able to enjoy the times with your friends and family when those times arise. So then we had the aha moment. But first, let me explain who Rebecca is. Rebecca, again, like I told you, she had an awesome personality. She's one of the most loving people. But the thing about Rebecca was she wasn't as overweight as she thought she was. But when she looked in the mirror, she was not impressed, nor was she nearly satisfied with her physical appearance. Matter of fact, she used to tell me she would try to avoid mirrors when she got undressed. She would rather wait until she saw herself fully clothed before she would take a look in the mirror. And then that's terrible. That's terrible to be by yourself and not want to look and see how you look without any clothes on. So for Rebecca, it was really important for me to help her out. I want to explain to you guys why we overeat. We overeat because most times we're bored, you guys. And think about it when you're at home, you work from home, or you're stuck at home, whatever the case may be. Every time you walk past that refrigerator, that kitchen, you're going to take a gander in the pantry. You may look in the refrigerator just to see what's in there. I know I've done it a few times. I look in there so often, I really swear that something's just going to magically appear that I didn't see the first 15 times I went in the fridge. A lot of times we overeat because we have poor nutrition, and our body needs nutrition. It doesn't matter how many calories you eat. If you're not given the nutrition it needs, you're still going to be hungry for food. A lot of times we overeat because it's just socially acceptable. Maybe all your friends overeat, your family overeats, people around you, that's just what they do. So it's not discouraging, and it's not uncomfortable for you to do the same thing as them. Your hormones might be out of balance. I tell people when they join my program, I help them recalibrate their body's hormones. That is so, so important. You see, if you ever hire a nutritionist or you ever hire a coach to help you get your life together, and if they don't talk to you about recalibrating your hormones and making sure your hormones are working the way they're supposed to at optimal levels, then you've got the wrong person, people. All right? I'm not talking about like lab tests, but I'm talking about really cleansing your body so your body can function the way it's supposed to. All right, your values. You may really, really want a fit body, but you value the taste of food more. You may want to lose weight, but you value that second plate of food more. And then that's a habit that you can break. That is a belief system that you can change, but you absolutely have to condition yourself for that. A lot of times we're just not aware how often and how much we eat. A lot of times we're not counting the calories we're taking in from drinks and beverages. We're not even thinking about what small bite-sized Snicker, how much damage that little terrorist, as I call it, does on the inside of your body. A lot of times we just lack nutritional strategy. All right. So all these things right here are things that we absolutely need to work on when it comes to our own personal nutrition. So what do I do about this? It's probably what you're asking. Now I'm going to drop the ball on you guys, because this is something that you guys can implement right now, like today. Like watch this presentation right here, and you can absolutely change your life right now. You need rules. Plain and simple, you need rules to change your life. Now, just imagine you're inside a parking lot. All right, that's better. This is a parking lot. Look at those lines. I'm sure it's not hard to find a place to park. I'm sure you can navigate yourself easily. No problem. In and you're out. But what would happen if that parking lot had no rules? I mean, like no lines in the road, no signs, no nothing. Chaos. That's what the parking lot would look like. And trust me, friends, good luck getting out of this. Good luck finding your way out of that parking lot right there. And that's your life right now, because you lack the one thing you need to help you stop overeating. You need rules. All right? We all need rules to follow in life. And the awesome thing is you are the governor of your own life. This is the one thing that I help people with. And this is my expertise, is helping people, sitting down with them, developing rules that can change their life forever. So this is what I had Rebecca do. We sat down together because she needed goals. She needed rules. She needed accountability. She needed someone to answer to. All right. And it was like that wasn't part of our program. So we had to add that on to her program, because she hired me just to teach her how to lift weights. She didn't hire me to hunt her down and to call and check on her. No. So we had to create something to where her and we made an agreement. This is how often we're going to check on each other. This is what you're going to give me when I check on you. And I'm going to spend my own personal time. When we get off those check-in calls, I'm going to find ways to where I can help you improve your week each and every single week. That's what we did. And she needed to be zeroed out. After a few short months, Rebecca was 40 pounds down. We had an amazing breakthrough. And after this, I knew I was on to something. I decided to record everything that we did, and I made it into a program that I knew I can replicate. I now call Rebecca's transformation Zeroed Out. That was probably the most important thing that I gave Rebecca to do, was I had to help her zero her life out. It's a lot like if you think about a computer, and there's a system that you can defragment your computer. And what that means is a bunch of data enters your computer, but a lot of times those files get jumbled, and then your computer runs a little slow. And in order to make your computer run smoothly in the way it's supposed to, you need to defrag your computer. So what I basically had her do is I had her defrag her life. We created balance back in her life. I helped her zero out everything that stressed her, that worried her, that caused depression in her life, everything that helped, helped her sleep better. I helped her improve that by eliminating obstacles. We literally had a program that we were able to zero everything out in her life. I tested this program on other people after Rebecca, and the process worked. It freaking worked. It worked again. People need to lose 30 to 40 pounds. I decided, you know what? If it worked on these ladies, let me see if I can do it on a man. It worked again. All right. Gentlemen need to lose 40, 50 pounds. I mean, like we were hitting big numbers, and then it worked again. And it worked on women who just had babies, and just in 30 short days, like this picture right here, 30 short days, waistlines are being tightened and shrunk with my zeroed out program. My zeroed out program is not some special meal plan. It's not some special workout. You can Google that. You can get that free anywhere. You can spend 10 bucks a month on a program online and follow an app somewhere. I help people with individualized program, and overeating is something that I specialize in. I help people change those bad habits and shrink their waistlines. It happened again, guys. I'm telling you, I feel like 40, 50 pounds is like my specialty. I feel like that's my sweet spot where I help people really lose a serious amount of weight. And of course, my most happy moment was working with my wife, Lynn. We just had my son, our last child, number 4 of 4. And Lynn wanted to transform her body. You guys got to understand something. It doesn't matter what profession you work in. You're a spouse first. I'm a husband in my wife's eyes before an expert. I've worked with thousands of people changing their lives. That does not matter to your spouse, and it's okay. Just like my wife. I mean, she's an amazing nurse anesthetist, all right? But she's my wife. When she comes home, I don't see a nurse. I see my wife. She's a provider in the medical field, but in my house, she's a provider as my wife. And the same thing for her. I'm not a fat loss expert. I'm not a body sculpting expert. I'm not a zeroed out life strategies coach. I'm Joe. I'm her husband. Lynn was busy. She worked a lot of long hours. Full-time mom, full-time wife, activities with the kids. She was busy. But that was not an excuse that we allowed. And the way I helped her eliminate those obstacles was we had to zero out her life. All right. And for those of you guys who are sitting there, you're like, what the heck is this? I want to do this. I want to tell you this piece of information before we conclude this entire presentation. When you build goals and rules and you eliminate obstacles in your life, you are unstoppable. There is absolutely nothing that's going to stop you. Okay, that is something that you have to make that decision for yourself. You can't just keep thinking about it. That's probably like the number one self-defeating phrase people use that defeat themselves. They say, I'll think about it. But I'm not going to let you do that, because my challenge to you is not to say those words ever again. You've thought long and hard about it already. You've been overeating this long. You don't feel good the way you are. There's no more thinking about it. You've thought about it. You need change in your life. And for those of you guys, this is where the presentation ends. But for some of you, a select few of you guys are ready for results. Let's just keep it real. Let's just be honest. You watched it this far, almost 20 minutes of a presentation. You've come this far, and I know you're probably hungry for more information. I've already prepared for that kind of stuff. And all the results that you saw in those pictures, they all happened in less than 1 year. I'm talking about from the 20 to 30 to 50 pounds and more in other cases. All those things happened in less than a year. So I want to gift you something. Not ask you for anything. I want to give you something. But before I do that, all I ask is if you found value in this video, if this video sparked a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation for you to start doing something like right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next season when the weather's better. I'm talking about right now. Please, please, please share this. Share this video with a friend so they can get the same inspiration. Let's pass it forward. Okay, but I want to talk about the gift I want to give you. I'm offering you a free discovery call. For those of you all who are still watching this video right here, and before you go clicking buttons, please hear me out. My coaching calls are normally valued at $49 for 30 minutes. I'm giving you the call for free. And no, it's not a sales call. I do not like to sell anything to anybody on the first time we talk on the phone. I literally want to give you a call to where I can listen to your problems and your challenges and help you strategize a way with my zeroed out system. I want to help you fix that. I'm giving you my undivided attention for free. All right, I'm going to give you the same help that I gave Rebecca, who spent a ton of investment on me. I'm going to give it to you for free. Your responsibility is to hop on my schedule. You got to click on that link right there below. It's going to pop up my calendar. You put your name in, and then you wait for me to call you. That's it. That's it. You put your name, your phone number in, and you wait for my phone call. It's as simple as that. But please, please, please do me a favor. Please do not schedule yourself if you are not ready to take action in your life. What I mean by that is don't call me just because you're getting something free. Call me because you know you're going to start doing something ASAP. Like, you know that you need to stop drinking so much. You know you need to stop eating so much. You know you need to start moving more. Is that a deal? Awesome. So I'm going to talk to you guys really soon, because I'm sure right about now you're ready to go ahead and get on my calendar and get started. For the others of you guys who just wanted to watch the presentation, I thank you. And I thank you even more in advance for sharing this video. Just share it with your friends. Just share the love. It helps me continue to give to others like you. All right. And then you can also, my next gift is you can follow me. All right. Facebook, IG, YouTube. It doesn't matter. You can follow me on any of my platforms. I'm always doing presentations like this. I'm always giving, and you can find out more information. If you're trying to learn more about Zeroed Out, you can follow me. If you're trying to find more about temptation, stress, depression, losing weight on a plant-based diet, you can follow me. I will give you this information for free, because again, this is my time that I feel that I am contributing to the world. All right. I will do this for free all day, every day. It does not bother me. So please follow me. It is all yours. Thank you guys for following this video. Go ahead right now. If the button still works, and if I did not deactivate this button, then that means I'm still doing free coaching calls. I will not be doing this forever, people. This is not one of those ongoing to the end of times free deal. When I start to find other things to keep myself busy and I don't have time to do free phone calls, best believe that button will be deactivated. So deactivated. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining this recording right here. And I hope you guys got nothing but value. Make sure you train, stay motivated, and dominate everything you do in life. I'll see you guys later.